Okay, all right, everyone. So we okay, one more thing. I've just added some documentation to server and telemetry code as well. Okay. All right. So this is our server code, which is the fast API code. Now what I'll do is let us run it. Okay. So now guys, we are in the final stage. We are in the final video, and till now you have, if you don't know, till by the time you're watching this video or these tutorials, you have, you have gained a lot of skills. Okay. So congratulations on that. Now let's run this particular code. Okay. So in order to run the code or the fast API backend service, we'll say UV run. We'll say UVCon because it uses the UVCon server. And which file and where is it located? So it is located in the backend.src.api.server. So we are running server.py file, right? Server :app reload. Sorry, reload. This is how you execute it. Okay, now let's play and let's see if it works fine. So let's hit enter. All right, you can see it says it has given us the link. Okay, this is the link where we'll be testing our API. Okay, so now it says waiting for the, okay, so it says application startup complete. Now let's let's click on this particular link. Okay, and yes, so you can see this link here has been opened, which is very cool. Okay, this is where you can test your fast API. All you have to do is you just write /docs and hit enter. So /docs, and you can see here we have brand guardian API. Okay, you can see both the endpoints that we have created. We are interested in audit endpoint. Health, we are not that interested. You can run it, that's fine. But we are interested in audit because this is where we'll be pasting the URL, the YouTube URL, and we'll be testing if everything is working fine or not. Okay, so let's click on try it out. And as you click on try it out, you can see it asks for the video URL, which is the string. Now let us take the string from the main.py file, string as in the YouTube video link, and we will be pasting that in our fast API wherever it is required. Yeah, in the video URL we have pasted the link, and now I'll click on execute. As soon as you click on execute, you can also see in the code in the terminal, you can see the processing starts. Okay, you can see the processing has been started, and here as well it is running. Okay, so all right, you can see here it's running. So let's see what it gives. You can see here the terminal has been doing the processing. You can see here, and now what we are doing is we are basically pasting the URL from the API endpoint, and we are checking if we are able to perform the same job using the endpoint as well. Okay, so this is what we're getting on terminal, and we'll see. Okay, that is fine. So I think it is still processing. All right, so let's go to the terminal. I think things are pretty much working fine. So you can see it is doing the same job. You can see it is hitting the credentials. It is doing all of that. Yeah. Okay. So it says succeeded. All right. Okay, it is still doing the job. All right. Let's see. Okay, and after this, what we'll do is we'll go to the Azure Application Insights, right, which is the telemetry part, and we'll see how things are there. Okay. All right. Okay. So it is still loading. All right. Obviously, it might take some time. I think the last time when we ran it, it took around 150 seconds, right? If I'm not wrong, you can always go on Langsmith and you can trace it out. But yeah. Okay. Let's go to the VS Code terminal. Okay, we have proceeded. So it says, all right. Oh, great. We are getting 200K. Okay, which means our API has worked well. Fantastic. You can see here we are able to successfully hit it from the API endpoint as well. Yeah, I hope you can see it here. Yeah, so this is the session ID. This is the YouTube video ID. And the status here is obviously failed, right? Because it did not passed the compliance report, right? And you can see this is the final report, which means it violates multiple compliance rules, including the lack of endorsement, so on and so forth. And you can look at the compliance results as well. So under claim validation category, the severity is critical, and this was the description of the claim violation. Then under endorsement disclosure, it is critical, and this was the violation description. And then again, it's so you can see the severity, right? Critical, critical, high. Okay, so the statement ultra shear gives you high SPF protection is a performance claim that requires scientific proof and no evidence, because now in as per the YouTube ad specification documents, you need to specify, you need to give that proof. It has not given that proof, and that is the reason it is failing, guys. So congratulations, our fast API backend has also been working very well. Okay, now let's do one thing. Now let's go to Azure. Okay, and in Azure, we'll be checking out an application. We are checking on something called application insights. So I'll click on application insights. Okay, now this is, I think this is what you had created, right? What we had created as per the project. And this is what I have created, which is, this is my project. Now, whatever name you have given in application insights, you will see that listed. In my case, it is Brand Guardian Insights. As soon as I come on Brand Guardian Insights, you can see there are so many different types of options that are available, right? This is, you can see, this is, now please note, this is a full blown, I would say, software application in itself. Okay. There are so many things you can track. You can track the failure, you can track the performance, the agent, this is the agent, this is the different part, alerts, metrics, dashboards with Grafana. There are so many things that you can track in here. What we are interested in is, we are interested in the application map. Okay, and you can see as soon as we open, you can see this is the application map that we get. Okay, I'll click on this one and I'll click on expand group, and voila, this is the application map, right? I hope you can see it here. Yeah, and you can see this middle circle that you see, the central circle, this is your fast API. Okay, and how do I put this through in in simple terms, is that this is basically your fast API application. Okay, your Brand Guardian API. Okay, and these are the outbound calls that it is making to different services, right? So you can see it is making to YouTube. So roughly, if you see, if it is making to the YouTube, okay, it made 4 calls to YouTube. And how much time did it take? It took some 209.8 milliseconds, right? So 4 calls, right? And then you have the RR7, right? This is YouTube CDN. Okay, so to YouTube CDN, which is Content Delivery Network, it took how much? It took 195 milliseconds, which is again decent. Now these two timings are healthy. I would say these are healthy. These are decent. Then you have API Video Indexer.ai. I hope you understand. This is the Azure Video Indexer, right? And it took 2.2 seconds, which is again really cool. So it did 7 calls in 2.2 seconds. This is fantastic. Okay. And then you have Langsmith. And again, to Langsmith, it took around it did 10 calls to Langsmith, and 10 calls to Langsmith, 526.3 milliseconds, which is again healthy, I would say. And then there's this, you can see here, this is the Azure instance metadata. Okay, so if I just click here on view details, you can also go here and read up. Okay, this is actually, you can see here metadata. So this is actually Azure instance metadata. Okay, and it seems that it is that there's an error here. Okay, so if I just click here, so you can see here the status code is 504, right? So there seems to be some error here, which is fine. This always can be re-engineered. What we are trying to show you is how you can use Azure Application Insights. Okay, again, you have to go here and then investigate. You have to click on application map. Okay, just click on this icon and click on expand group, and voila. Okay, see, these things are coming very handy. Okay, and what we are doing is not just projects, we're doing AI engineering. The entire job of this project is to understand different components of AI engineering. Okay, yeah, and you can see this is Azure management, right? So I think 2 seconds. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, so this is fine. I think this looks good. You can also view this in logs. You can do lot of things, okay, with application insights. I think there's so many things that can be traced, that can be achieved. Okay, all right, guys. So congratulations. You have learned a lot of things in this project. Thank you so much. And have this project on your CV. There are different components that you saw, and this is actually AI engineering. There are so many. It is not just creating a simple streamlit interface. There are a lot of moving parts when it comes to AI engineering, and my entire motive in this project was to deliver it to you guys. Okay. uh, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it added to your knowledge base. You got to learn a lot of things, and from here onwards I would give the torch to you. You can go ahead and kind of keep on exploring more. Yes, all the best, guys. Thank you so much.